So we're awaiting the start of this. We've been watching the families file in all morning, and you can only imagine what a heavy day this is for the poor family members who now already know what Bryan Kohberger's fate is going to be, but probably feel, Howard, like they owe it to their loved ones to be their voice today.
I mean, they do feel a sense of duty. This is their last public chance to share how they're feeling, to tell the world how they feel about even this plea agreement. And they're going to take advantage of it. I know I've talked with one of the family members, and they've put a lot of time and a lot of energy into crafting their statements.
Yeah. So, and one of the surprises I had this morning, sticking with you on this, Howard, is that Steve Gonsalves is there, Kaylee's dad. And he had suggested earlier on he was not going to go. And I don't know whether he's planning on speaking. I think that his other daughter is going to speak, but he did show up today, and he's sort of, in a way, been the most visible family member on this thing from the start.
Well, I know his family contacted me about a week ago, and we've had some disagreements over the course of this whole thing. But now they just want to focus on the facts, and they're trying to find out, and this is extremely poignant, is that they're asking, how many times was Kaylee stabbed? They want to know that. They have a number 54, and they want to say something that's accurate, and they can't get any information from the coroner. And that's sort of the predicament they're in, and that's what this settlement deal will keep them in, this predicament. They won't get the answers they will need, not even to basic questions, how many times was my daughter stabbed?
How can they not know that? Why is that not released from the coroner?
The coroner will not tell them that. They're calling me to try to find that out. That's how desperate they are. And your heart goes out to them. I mean, at one point, Steve Gonsalves said early on, you send your daughter off to college and she comes back to you in a box. How do you live with this?
This poor man, Phil, he and the other family member, we understand Ethan Chapin's parents will not be there. They don't see any point. The mother is like the most pulled together person you've ever seen in the wake of a tragedy. I was watching her on this new documentary that just hit Amazon Prime on the Idaho 4, and she's remarkably composed. My hat goes off to her, but she was basically saying we don't see the point. I think the rest of the family members will be there and will speak, and just what a huge responsibility they must feel, right? Because it's like, the victims can't speak, and this prosecutor has failed to speak for them.
You know, Megyn, I've been very critical of how, not necessarily how the prosecution has handled their case presentation or how they've handled court, but I've been critical, and I remain critical as to how they have dealt with these families. You know, the issue of how many times someone was stabbed, I mean, that should have been information provided to the family long ago. They should not have to be begging the coroner to get it right now, here right on the eve of sentencing. The prosecution should have shared as much as they possibly could with them previously, and certainly now that the gag order has been lifted. The family should not be treated this way.
Since President Trump was sworn in, his administration has made enormous progress at a breakneck pace. But don't forget, while they're moving mountains for the good of the nation, you've got your own personal savings to worry about. And one of the best ways to look after your savings is through diversification, particularly with gold, like from Birch Gold Group. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. OMG. Central banks continue to bolster demand for gold by buying in record quantities. Global instability and tension is high, and Birch Gold makes owning physical gold extremely easy. Easily convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or buy some to store in your home safe. Just text MK to the number 989898, and Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, take control of your savings today. Text MK to the number 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.